What's up, my beautiful community? How are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome to a little live with your girl, Dulce Candy. Dulce Candy 87. Just kidding. So, guys, I just finished doing an Amazon live, and so I am in the energy of being live, and I just really wanted to go live and talk to you guys because I am actually heading out to a hotel because we're still fixing up the house and there's going to be a lot of powder in the kitchen, a lot of dust. So my boys love going to a hotel. Hi, how's everybody doing? How are you guys doing? Where are you tuning in from? Let me know. Hi, Jerry. Is that my friend Jerry, the coolest person I know? Jerry, how are you? Hi, Jerry. We miss you. My boys miss you so much. You're an amazing friend. We love you. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. We're going to be doing a little Café con Dulce. Today, I was supposed to upload a video, and life is just so many things. Today, I woke up, took my boys. My hubby took my boys, and then me and Jesse went to the gym today. We've been working out together, trying to get in shape, doing some lifting and everything. Trying to just get back into that. I do a lot of cardio and things like that, but I know I miss you, Jerry, so much. But yeah, it's been kind of fun working out with my husband. Usually I don't like working out with him because, I'm like, I love working out, and when I work out, it's like my alone time. I literally look forward to working out. I find it to be incredibly fun. And so, but we've been doing it together because we have to stay fit and we have to embody healthy lifestyle living for our children. And also for us, it's also a way to show God that we love and respect our body. So we love doing this together. So today, first of all, where are you guys tuning in from? Let me know in the comments section. Where are you guys from? Where are you watching me from? Who's watching? I am coming to you from the beautiful state of Texas, which I love. I have really fallen in love with Texas. I know when I first got to Texas, I wasn't really feeling H-E-B, right? That is like the big grocery store here, but it has grown on me drastically. Like, I really love H-E-B now. But at first, I was comparing it to Vallarta, supermarket, and all those things. I'm like, the food is just not, Cali food is just not the same as Texas food. It's just not the same. And I want to know, if you live in Texas, where should I get the best Mexican Tex-Mex food? Like, where's the spot? I want to know where the spot is because I'm comparing my Cali Mexican food to Texas, and it's just different. It really is just so different. Okay, so I want to start off also with you guys today. What is one ritual or habit that you are currently doing right now? This is going to be like a little, Café con Dulce. We're just going to be talking and sharing things about wellness and spirituality and anything of that nature for about 20-30 minutes. So if you guys are tuning in, this is a really great way to just say what's up to me. And yes, I did move. I moved to Texas from California back in 9 months ago. And so we moved to this house, which is our rental property. We bought a house that we're renting out and fixing up, which is why we're heading to a hotel today. We spend a lot of time at hotels right now. And but my kids love it. My kids are hotel snobs. Guys, they love it. They love exploring, and not just like snobby, but like they love a Motel 8. They love the Texas shaped pancakes and waffles that they have at motels. So they just love hotels. I think they just find it. Hotels, motels, resorts, they love it all. Okay. So I have some questions also here that you guys have asked me. Right now that I looked up, it is 444, which is really nice. Coffee, tea, or matcha? What is your vibe today, guys? Are you coffee, tea, or matcha? I have to be honest. Cafecito. This is old. well, from this morning, but my husband makes the best coffee in the planet. I'm not joking. He makes the best coffee ever. So he's starting, oh, matcha. I know matcha literally has become such a trendy thing all of a sudden, but matcha is so healthy for us. Way better than coffee. Coffee is healthy too, in moderation, but matcha, the benefits, yes, matcha all the way. I'm glad that it's like trendy now. Everybody's having matcha. Okay. What's your favorite grounding ritual? And again, you guys, drop some questions in the chat box. Oh, Jerry. See, Jerry, my friend Jerry, he's in the chat. He said, you do make the best coffee. Not me, my husband. Jerry has had it. And my hubby is actually starting a coffee business. And he's going to be selling like from a little coffee cart. And he's been waking up like at 3 in the morning and checking out this specific location under a bridge outside of the city limits to count how many cars are driving by like at 4, 5, 6 in the morning. How much business can we make? So he's been scouting locations to set up the little coffee cart business that we have. So it's really important to diversify your income. And we are hustlers for sure. Okay. Yes, it's pretty cool and exciting. I love it. I'm actually going to help him make burritos. So we're going to integrate burritos into the mix of the coffee because a lot of the guys that are driving this specific spot are going to this plant. And on their way there, they can get their little cafecito. There's no business like that right there. So it's going to be a hot spot. A cafecito, get a little burrito, go to work, get one for your friend. All right. So, si tienen preguntas, if you guys have questions, leave them in the chat. But I'm going to answer some questions that you guys have asked me on social media, all around confidence, real talk, wellness, spirituality, and yes. All right. What's your current favorite grounding ritual? Oh, I wish I could see you guys. I wish I could see the chat. It just like disappeared. Dang it. Sorry guys, I don't know why my phone is. Can you ask that question again, please? It pops up on here for a little bit and then it disappears. Oh, never mind. I see it. Okay. Curious question from Esperanza. How has life been as YouTube since you've been a part of it for a long time? How has life been on YouTube? I'm not sure if I'm understanding. How has life been as YouTube since you've been a part of it for a long time? Can you please rephrase that question? I would love to answer it. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So I'll answer another one. What is your favorite grounding ritual? Being grounded is so important, especially in day-to-day life where we have so many responsibilities, so many things to do, and life can get pretty hectic. So we're always kind of like floating in this energy up here of our mind. So how can we remain grounded, right? With our feet planted without the chatter of all of the noise. And I always have to say that I always go back to prayer and meditation. Absolutely. I do it every day. It's a part of my spiritual practice. But meditation is so important because it helps us detoxify our mind from chatter that is just relentless on the mind, right? So I sit down for 20 minutes in the morning and then before bed. And I love to just sit in silence meditation and allow any thought that comes up to the mind to come forth. And I just release it and I go back to my mantra, and it's a detoxifying process. Every single time that a thought is coming into the mind, you're releasing some type of toxic from the mind or the body. So it is a detoxifying process, and it's pretty amazing. So I highly recommend meditation. It's very grounding for me. I also love walking. I love doing Zumba. I love working out. I feel like those are also very grounding for me as well. Hi, Fanny. So happy that you joined us on the live. I also got asked, what book am I currently reading? As you can see, I have all my books here that I currently have. And what am I reading from all of this? I start books and then I don't finish them. But one that I would say, oh, well, I'm going to show you one. Okay. Thank you for your question again. Okay, so this one is called In the Flow. This was a gift from my friend in Bali, and she gifted me this book because she knows that I drink a lot of coffee, and I'm not, I'm a caffeinated woman. And she's like, Dulce, you know, maybe you need to check this book out. It's all about syncing yourself back up with your flow, your menstrual cycle, our hormones, so important, especially as we're getting older. I'm 38 and I'm like, am I premenopause? Am I starting premenopausal stuff right now, right? And so this book is a 4-week solution to stop dieting, exercise smarter, unleash your creativity, have better sex, and do more with less stress. So my friend got me this book and I'm so happy. I love when my friends give me books. Like, they know me so well. I love reading. And I think books are one of the best gifts that you can give to your friend or to anyone. Books are the best gift ever. So if you have a person in your life and you're like, I don't know what to get this person, she has everything, he has everything, get them a book that you really love and write something beautiful inside. Another book that my friend gave me. Where's the book? Oh gosh, I have so many books back there, guys. I really gotta look at them. Okay, well, I don't want to just keep looking back there, but I want to show you. Oh my God, this one is also a gift from my husband. This one is so good, guys. Okay, so this is The Anxious Generation Goes to Church. There has been a resurgence of young people going to church, specifically Catholic church, actually. A lot of people, and it makes total sense why this younger generation, my kids' generation, is seeking something greater than themselves. And we're seeing that a lot more people are going to church. This is a book written by a pastor, I believe, right? I think that's what my husband says. A new generation is going to church, but is the church ready for this new generation? The culture is at an inflection point. Nearly 2/3 of Gen Zers report experiencing at least one mental health problem in the past 2 years. Wow. 68% of Gen Z feels like nobody knows them that well. That's my Isaac, my teenager. That's his generation. And they're being called the anxious generation. Isn't that so sad that their generation is called the anxious generation? Yes, and one of the things that I think is so important is to not allow our children to have so much access to social media, especially TikTok and any other place where they have direct access to content that is not monitored and that is just showing up for them. It opens up their mind to things that they're not ready for. And also, a boy's mind does not fully develop until the age of 25. 25 years old for men. That's when their brain is fully developed. And so my husband gave me this book, and I think it's just such an important book to read. Every parent should be reading. you know, so we can understand our kids better. Yeah, a lot of things are causing anxiety. Definitely social media to blame. I mean, I can't even begin. As an adult, we get anxiety from social media. Just think about children, young people, young kids who have to measure themselves up to people around them. It's just so sad for them that they're the anxious generation. It's so unfair. And so my brother's getting bad habits on TikTok, I feel. Yes. So we took away, I think one of the biggest mistakes that I made as a parent, collectively with my husband, we allowed our son Isaac, who is 14, to have access to any social media platform because we trusted him so much, and he's a great kid. He has straight A's, honor roll, very respectful, very kind, always helping others. He's just an amazing person all around. But social media became so toxic for him, and there was a lot of inappropriate things that he saw that he started to integrate into his own life. So we don't do social media. He doesn't have an iPhone. We took away his iPhone and we gave him a flip phone that only has access to some apps, like a few apps that are not even social media apps. So yeah, we deleted his Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, absolute no access to that because it is feeding so many negative and toxic things into our child's brain. And it's really causing them to be like just glued to the phone. You know what I mean? Even as much as we try to monitor, like, no. So we just said no more social media for any of our children at all. Children's, especially TikTok, I have to say. I think that's one of the most toxic platforms for children, to be honest, and for adults. Anyways, let's go back to the questions. Tell me what you guys think about what I just said. Yes, we didn't have that. It's so true. I mean, I did some crazy things. We didn't have, I was just reading a comment. Someone said that we didn't have social media like that back then. I mean, we were starting to get into Facebook and things of that nature, but not the just scrolling. If you go to YouTube Shorts, for example, and you're scrolling as an adult, there's some X-rated stuff that will pop up. X-rated, that should be in a like pornography site on YouTube Shorts. So imagine your child just scrolling and then seeing this. No. Yes, we used to play outside. I know a lot of teachers are also saying that children nowadays are not reading and not reading well or to their level. I haven't really looked into that as much, but definitely as a parent for us, it's just more important to spend quality time with each other and avoid that. And yes, Isaac is going to have a flip phone all throughout high school. All throughout high school. Like, he is not getting social media at all. Social media apps, not at all. Like, they are completely, I feel like, honestly, they're a little demonic, if I'm being honest. I mean, the energy behind is just so not good for our children. Yes, they don't know how to socialize. That's true. And honestly, the biggest change that I've seen in Isaac is that he's smiling a lot more. He's happier. Like, just more social with us as a family without this access to social media. And I think even when we have children that we trust and they're great kids all around, they're still children. And I remember at 14, I did some crazy things that I have to remember. I did crazy things like that. And I said, and I was searching out for crazy material online, like pornography, when I was 14, 15 years old, because I was curious. But there's also so many ideas that are not healthy that our children have access to. And then they start to adapt these ideas just because a bunch of people are saying it online and they're relating to it. So, he's really, you know, he was a little like, I took the phone away when I was in California, because that's when I saw, like, oh my gosh, he had crossed the line. You know, it causes anger, rage too when you take away social media. I think, yes, I think it does cause some of that. For some kids, I've seen, you know, kids overreact because they're so dependent on social media. For my son Isaac, he didn't react like that. He got upset at me at first. He's like, why? Because I caught him in the act of doing something that he shouldn't have been doing. But he wasn't, he kind of like just let it go. And then he got, well, I don't know if he got over it per se, but he's not like, can I get my phone back or anything like that. And he's fine with his flip phone because he just needs it so we can communicate with him.
Take some stuff for the kiddos, okay?
Okay, love you.
Love you.
He just needs his phone so we can communicate with him if he's at school, if there's an emergency. If he wants to listen to music, you have to download it onto the phone. And that's what we're going to do. And that's what we are doing. And thankfully, he's not putting up a fight or being angry. If anything, the complete opposite. The complete opposite. Okay, questions, my beautiful people. I enjoy talking to you guys so much. Jerry, I'll tell him that you said hi. He just left though. I was talking the other day about the show, about the shows kids are exposed. I'm sorry. I was talking the other day about the shows that kids are exposed to today. 13 Reasons Why, Euphoria, even Purge movies. It's too much. Also, social media creates a false reality. Yes, absolutely. I was watching a Disney movie. No, a Netflix movie for children. And they had a little girl inside of a box. She was hiding inside of a box with her legs up, like behind her head, in a position surrounded by grown men. I was so disgusted. Now you might say that's just your dirty mind going there. No, like there's no, you know what I mean? I'm like, no. Yes. Hi. So thank you guys for joining me here. Thank you so much for joining me. I love talking to you guys. You guys are so fun. I'm just trying to read your questions. Thank you for your patience. Any more questions, my beautiful people? After meditating for years now, gaining clarity of situations and relationships and friendships, most which ended because of clarity I gained, how do you find your people without social media? That is really interesting, right? But if you want to find your tribe, one of the first things that I would say is, oh my God, thank you for asking questions. I'm going to answer them right now. So let me answer this one. One of the things that I would say is, there's so many community events always happening, right? So if you get involved, for example, if you are someone who goes to church, getting involved with the church starts to build deeper relationships with the people around you who are also like-minded. If you go to Zumba, you're gonna find girls and women there, or men, that are into dancing and fitness, and strike up a conversation. Say, you know, go up to someone, say, hey, hi, my name is Dulce Candy. What's up? What's your name? How long have you been coming here? Some people don't like to talk. Don't take it personal. It's not about you, but put yourself out there in places that you love, doing things that you love to do, and you're gonna find your people. Okay? So whatever you like to do, go to a club, go to a meeting, go to events, community events, public events, all of those things, guys. You're gonna find your people. Having your people is really important. How has the move positively, guys, sorry. How has the move positively impacted your children? Well, I think the drastic change from our LA life to our Texas life, even in the situation of our living space, has been so wonderful because my kids are able to see and appreciate the hard work that goes into everything that we're doing to build something from the bottom up. And they're appreciating the small stuff and not being caught up in a world that is always luxurious. You know what I mean? But like appreciating, leaving everything behind adapting and following God's call, that has been such a positive thing for them to see. God called us to be here. We said yes, even though we didn't know what to expect. And my children are seeing everything that Jesse and I are doing. And I feel like it is impacting them in a positive way. We also joined a church. And so we've been making so many beautiful relationships at church. They love going to church. And it's been really wonderful. It was a little challenging for Isaac, my oldest, in the beginning because, you know, he was in 8th grade. He got to a new school late in the school year. He didn't really have any friends, but he knows a lot more people now. So he definitely feels like, I remember in the beginning, he wanted to go back to LA and he missed it. And I missed it too. Like, I still have dreams of my house in Los Angeles and my neighborhood and everything. Like, I still want to go back. No, wait, do I miss it. I don't want to go back, but I miss it because this is where God has us here. So if God said be here, we're going to obviously be here until otherwise. But we are doing great. We love to explore Texas. We love going everywhere. There's no traffic, so you can go 2 hours away and get there right on time. We go to Corpus Christi, we go to San Antonio, we go to Port Aransas, we go to like anywhere. Like, we're always just exploring Texas and falling in love with Texas. It's been so amazing, guys. We really love it here. We really do. So how is my dad doing? I hope he's better. Thank you so much. My dad, he got cleared. So my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 bladder cancer. And the doctor literally said, you should go say your goodbyes because you're out of time. Like, this is it. You're gonna die. And my dad, till this day, did not accept that diagnosis. And he is now cancer-free. From stage 4, he is cancer-free. He's still in treatment, and the doctor said he's going to be in treatment for the rest of his life, not with chemotherapy, but with some other IV therapy that he's doing. It did take a really big toll on him, but spiritually and his mentality is what he says, his faith and his mentality of never accepting that this is it, because a doctor does not have the final say in your life. It's God. So if God didn't tell him that this is the end, why is he going to believe a doctor? You know, like, if he would have believed what the doctor said, then yeah, it would have been over for him. Because I really believe, and he taught me this, is that your mindset has so much to do with your outcome. And he really does credit the fact that he is cancer free from being terminally ill, stage 4 bladder cancer. Cancer-free, guys. That is a miracle. When does that happen? So I'm so grateful that he's doing well. And yeah, he's doing well. My dad is definitely a fighter, and I've learned so much from him from that time. I know, Wendy, my sister, someone asked how my sister Wendy is doing. I have a little sister named Wendy Teresita. She's doing phenomenal. She looks better than ever. She is a happy girl, happy woman. I think she's 30 now, but she's always a little girl in my head. But she is doing so well. And we were actually going to do a video because I went to go see my family in California a few months ago. And we were actually going to do a video like thrifting together. We were going to have like girl chat in the car, go get our little cafecito and go thrifting in Oxnard, Camarillo. But we got mad at each other. We got mad at each other, and she just like, I'm leaving, and she left. But we're always good. You know, Wendy is my best friend. We ride for each other. She's my best friend. She is a peacemaker. She is an incredible human on earth. Yes, I know. They're always going to be the babies, and I just cannot stop treating her like a baby sister. Actually, the disagreement was because I was making my food, all right, at my mom's house. I was making food, and then she's like, do you know that the money in Bali is She was telling me something about Bali that I didn't think it was true. And I was like, you know, I was just there, right? And she's like, I know. And I'm like, well, don't tell me something that I know when I was just there. And this is something you just read. So I might have been out of line because she's my little sister. She's trying to tell me about Bali. And I'm like, girl, I was just in Bali. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, your food is salty. And then she walks away. She walks away. And then I chase her down and I'm like, Wendy, let me tell you something. She's like, I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me anything. I'm like, did I ask for your opinion? She's like, no. No, I was like, do you remember when I asked for your opinion? And she's like, no. I'm like, well, me neither. And she said, oh, you've been just waiting a moment to say something like that, haven't you? Because you chased me down. And then we made up. And then I went to go tell her because she left. And then she came back and I'm like, Wendy, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. But me and her, we always have love for each other. But she's my little sister, so don't try to come, Wendy Teresita. Wendy Teresita. But I love my Wendy Teresita. Women like her, honestly, like my sister Wendy, you will never find on earth. She's someone who will never backstab you, never talk bad about you, never take a side just because you're her friend or her sister, which bothers me as a Leo because I'm like, first of all, if you have a problem with someone, I'm gonna have a problem with that person. Because if someone's gonna talk mess about you, why would I be friends with that person? No, it doesn't work like that for me. And I'm gonna take your side regardless. Right? She's an Aquarius, I'm a Leo. She's so sweet, the sweetest and sexiest and most beautiful creature on earth. But Wendy, on the other hand, she's very much like my mom. She's like, if you're doing something I don't agree with, I'm gonna tell you to your face. And I always want her to have my back, especially when it comes to my other sisters. And she's like always the peacemaker. So even though she's younger than me, I have to admit she is more evolved. She's an old soul. She's more evolved than me, I have to be honest. But she's still my little sister. Oh my God, Jerry. So Jerry is a photographer, guys. An amazing videographer, photographer. And Wendy's always trying to do photo shoots with Jerry. And she told me, Jerry, she's like, I'm going to do a photo shoot with Jerry. And I'm like, really, when? So sorry, Jerry, that she stood you up. Okay, so I've been a fan of you for more than 10 years. Yay, thank you. I love you guys. I love my beautiful community. I really do. You guys are, I just hit myself here. You guys are so amazing. Wendy does not do YouTube anymore. I'm trying to get her to do YouTube or Amazon Lives, but she doesn't do them anymore. She's just in a very like internal space, very private person. Do you know your moon sign and rising? Moon is Cancer. Rising is Capricorn, I think. Oh, okay. More preguntas. Ooh. By the way, are you guys having fun on this? Hi, Adrian. Oh, I love my beautiful friends. Are you guys having fun on this live? Because I'm about to do more, all right? Because I'm trying to be consistent with YouTube, guys. But it's not that hard. Yay, Nick! Ooh, ooh. Nick. Everybody go say hi to Nick. Sorry. Okay, that was so cringy. Sorry. Nick is my amazing manager. He's amazing. So blessed. Yes, it's definitely hard to stay consistent. Everybody say hi to Nick, please. He is on my team, and we are the A team. Okay? All right, so any more questions? Preguntas, my beautiful ladies. So yeah, that's why I'm doing lives, because I want to show up. I have so much fun connecting with you guys. But I just wish I had more time on my hands to do everything that I'm doing, honestly. But I'm back on YouTube. Like, I am back on YouTube. So will you host any retreats in the United States? Yes, definitely yes. So right now we have our Egypt retreat happening October 2026. If you guys want to join us, please do so. And I am planning more women's circles right now, like a women's circles. I just had the idea because I took some training with Anima Mundi, and I had the idea of doing like a Blue Lotus tea ceremony with a sound bath and a meditation and like a women's circle, right? Because right now with the energy of fall, collectively, like I don't know if you guys have been feeling this, but have you been feeling the energy of like grief or missing something that you once had and just needing closure? And also the energy of love. There's a lot of love, grief, and missing something. And I've been having so many dreams of like just recently I had a dream that Two-Faced was hosting an event in some part of the world. I think it was close to Antarctica, like somewhere in South America. And I was in the middle of the retreat of that they were having, but I wasn't a part of it. Like I wasn't invited to be a part of that circle. And so it made me feel like this is like I am no longer a part of that anymore. And I think it's my subconscious mind telling me that I miss aspects of that, but I'm not in that anymore. And it had me just feeling like an outsider, like I wasn't a part of like the in crowd anymore. But I had the realization that we don't have to wait for people to invite us to the table or to do something. Like we gotta build these things, right? So this is why I feel so empowered with my retreats that I host for my community. I don't have to wait for some brand to invite me to some fancy place, Bora Bora, whatever. Like I could do this, and not for influencers, but for my community. Isn't that amazing? So that's one of the reasons why I really love hosting retreats and doing events and women's circles. And so I want to do one in Mexico early next year. This is going to be a little bit closer. Also, of course, Egypt, if you guys want to join us, there's still spots available. And then I would love to host something here in the United States. So there's some spots in Sedona. We could even do Palm Springs or some beautiful spaces in Texas and just gather some of my favorite people that I've met in the spiritual and wellness community, and ask them to be a part of it and host this for my community and to continue to grow together and make connections. I think it's just so fun. Oh, you're so different and happy today, like your old bubbly self. Okay, you know why? Because here's the truth. Here's the truth. We have to be who we are regardless of what anybody else thinks. And I think I am so like done being so polished or trying to think about just so polished. Like when I first got onto YouTube, I was myself. I remember making videos cursing out haters or using curse words and just being my true self. And throughout the years, I thought I had to be some sort of image. And I was doing this, not even thinking about it, but I was evolving into someone who I was not. And since I started my meditation practice and doing these retreats, because I learned so much for myself. Also, when I do these retreats, I learned so much for myself. And I said, oh my gosh. And then especially when I was like just speaking like things that just really resonated with me, and then the people on the other side of the screen would like cancel me or say like some crazy negative things about me. So I'm like, oh my God, I gotta keep this to myself. That I became someone who I wasn't when I would show up on YouTube. And in Bali just recently, I'm like, I had this big aha moment of like, Dulce, you gotta stop performing. And it's not like I was waking up and performing. That wasn't the idea, but through the many years of trying to be brand friendly, or I don't know, I really can't even point it out, but I know I became someone who I was not. I started to just not be who I am, even the way that I would speak and everything. So I feel like this is me. And you know what? I am a confident person. I feel confident. I walk into rooms, I feel confident because this is who I am. You know? But I've been practicing that for a long time. And then when I was in Bali and I was doing, you know, the just hosting things and being in the middle of everything, in order for me to offer anything of value to my community, it has to be rooted from my heart and my true voice, and it has to be authentic. It has to be authentic. And so with meditation, I go internally, I come back out with something that is authentic, and I share that with the world. Quirks and all. And that's just where I'm at. This is who I am. And that's how I live my life. And I really do feel like a confident person because I love who I am. And this is who I am. So that's where I'm at. So I guess that's why I'm a little bit more bubbly. Yeah, people pleasing. That's definitely it. So Liz, if you want to join the retreat, please do so. There's going to be a link on my Instagram. Also, like on my latest YouTube video, there's the link right there that you can click to reserve your spot for Egypt. I'm going to post it in our community tab of my YouTube channel so you guys can go and sign up. And it's going to be so incredible. Like, how cool is it that we get to travel the world together? And we're going to go to ancient temples and have a beautiful Egyptian moment. Oh, oh, I'm just reading the comments, guys. Thank you. You guys are awesome. My mama, how's my mom? My mom is doing great. She's also in her rebirth era. I love the song by Eddie Vedder, Society. It's exactly about this. Yeah, society, right? Like fitting in. Oh my gosh, yes. Can you do a podcast about fear and how to overcome it? Yes, I could tap into that. I will screenshot it and do it just for you. Oh, and then Esperanza, she asked me a long time ago, how has YouTube Live changed a lot since you've been a part of it for a long time? Well, like I said, back in the day, you know, I started back almost 20 years ago. It was just like this, like doing this video here. And it was so fun because everybody was just talking about makeup in a way that like we were just obsessed with makeup. And I think we were also obsessed with community and the people that were like commenting and everything. Because I remember the first time that I got comments, I was still active military and I was doing videos. And I remember coming home from lunch on a lunch break. And then I saw that 12 people commented and I was like, oh my God, 12 people left me a comment. And then it was just so fun. It was something that I looked forward to. I loved the community. I loved how creative it was. And then this is where the shift happened, when people started to get popular. When popularity started to come into play and people were getting opportunities to be on television, magazines, and just press and all of that, I think that's when the YouTube community started to go downhill because other girls wanted to be a part of that, you know? And here's the thing, like when I first started YouTube, a lot of the girls that were really popping off was, hi Pitar, that's also my other manager. Everybody say hi to Pitar. He's amazing too. And so it started to get really catty because girls were just like, okay, if I can be friends with her, she can give me a shout out, I'm gonna grow followers, I can get opportunities. And I always had this intention, like I remember seeing like Blair and her sister, Juicy Star 07, and Blair, no, that's Blair and her sister. We had this opportunity to be on 17 magazine together for the first time, but I always saw them, I'm like, they were getting all of these amazing opportunities. Yeah, Elle and Blair, Elle, yes, right? They're amazing women as well. And we all started around the same time, but I remember seeing them and they just started to blow up. And I was like, I want to be in a magazine. I want to do this. I want to be on TV. I want to do all these things. I always set the intention and I saw myself doing all these things and I started to attract those opportunities into my life. And so a lot of other YouTubers started to gather around me to use me as someone who can give them a shout out or do a video collab and everything. So it became that toxic energy. And after that, I don't think YouTube ever went back to when it first started, and it's never going to. And you know what? I can't live in the past. I don't live in the past, and we can't live in the past. But nowadays, I hope that it continues. I hope it goes back to a place of authenticity, even though YouTube is a search engine, and a lot of the fun is not really there, to be honest with you, you know, because it's like you're trying to keep up with a machine that is just not served, it's not created to serve you, a machine that doesn't love you. And so I don't want to be stuck in that cycle. Like here on this live, I've been on this live for 45 minutes because I'm having so much fun. Because I'm like literally loving reading your comments and answering and interacting with you. And so this is what I want to do in real life. But I also do want to create content. You know, I love the creative process of putting a video together. Like, you know, my Halloween tutorials and doing all of the special effects and like everything that I used to do, that is the fun part for me. And so I am tapping into that. Even if the views do not reflect that, they don't define who I am anymore, because my identity is not in anything external, right? Because anything external will always, oh, thank you, Pitar. Yes, you have to be you. Anything external will always change, and we should never put our worth as a human that God created on a platform, on an algorithm, on a career, on a certificate, on anything. Those are things externally. That's the ego, right? We love the validation. We love the everything like that. Yes, vlogs definitely are a lot of fun. So I'm definitely going to do vlogs. And whatever you guys want to see, like, you got to tell me, because I want to make my community happy. And what kind of things do you want to see from me? So vlogs, definitely super fun. Even if I'm just like shopping at a thrift store, like I want to bring you along and do a vlog and things like that. But I think I'm going to start to do more lives because this is really fun. So even if I do like one a month, even though I'm not going to do one a month. Thank you, Kate. Oh, yes. Thank you, Esperanza. I love her too. Yes, I love a live. I actually just finished doing a Amazon live. I'm actually doing that now. And so I just finished talking about like all of my favorite things, like accessories and things. So I'm not going to be doing Amazon lives here or favorites here anymore. I'm just going to do lives. So if you guys want to catch me on my live, I'll link my storefront somehow, somewhere. But it's Dulce Candy on Amazon. And so I just finished doing it and I was like having so much fun on Amazon live, even though I had 2 viewers. I know, but those 2 viewers, they didn't even comment, but I just felt like they were. I don't know. I was like, you know what? People are going to see this later. Who cares? And I'm just starting now. So, more health and workout tips, especially for women over 4. Okay. Oh, okay, yes. Give you guys a schedule. Yes. Would love to see side hustles and financial freedom videos, also about getting over imposter syndrome. That's a good one. Thank you for all the wonderful ideas. Just finished my 2-mile run. Now I can chat some more. Ooh, love it. I love that you're doing a run. Do what you rest in a day. Oh, what you eat in a day. That's another good one too. What I eat in a day. Especially since the nurse said that I was pre-diabetic. Apparently being pre-diabetic is very popular right now. Like a lot of people are getting diagnosed with pre-diabetes. Just like back in the day, you know, like there was like an organ that they took out and a lot of people got this organ taken out. La vesicula or something like that. So we really got to look more into like the pre-diabetes and like how authentic is that diagnosis. So anyways, any more questions, my beautiful people? we'll do 10 more minutes so we can do an hour, and then I am going to write down all of your questions so I can come up with content ideas that you guys also want to see. And you guys are really amazing, so thank you so much for all of that. Favorite books, I know people have been asking that. House mom life, I am a mom of 3 boys. Bye, Adrian. Thank you so much for staying with us. Mom life is amazing. I love being a mom. I love being a mom. I love doing little things for my babies that make them happy and just light up their whole life. So right now I'm really into any vaccines to go to Egypt. You don't need any, I'm sorry, let me finish this question. Right now I'm really into making their snacks into little characters. So I bought little candy eyeballs that I put on like little things that I, you know, little creatures that I did. Like I did a cucumber sliced up, and then I did a cherry tomato at the end, and then I put little ears, and then the candy eyeballs, and that was like a caterpillar. My little one, my toddler especially, loves them. But then my 14-year-old, he wanted one as well. He's like, Mom, where's mine? So my 14-year-old still loves all of those fun little snacks, and that just makes it so much easier when you make little characters like that, and also you're able to add a lot of love because you're making it specifically for them. And I learned this from my mom, because my mom always, instead of cutting up fruit and just putting it in a bowl, she always does like a pattern or something like that for her grandkids. And so I started doing that because of my mom, and now I go on Pinterest and I always look for cute little snacks that I can make for my kids, and I really love just doing that for them, and just seeing them happy, seeing my babies happy makes me so happy. Yes, just bring everything back and just have fun. I think that is the key to this. Just be yourself. Have fun. Would you ever do a video recreating your old outfits? I love fashion, and those are one of my favorite videos to watch. Ooh. I could do that. Girl, my fashion from back in the day, I thought it was it. It was not it. You know what though? But I am doing I'm gonna do a video where I am reacting to Draw My Life. I'm gonna react to the video, give you guys the commentary on that video. So that's gonna come up soon. Do you need any vaccines for Egypt? There's no specific vaccines that you need. Even when I went to Costa Rica and to Bali, there wasn't any specific vaccines that you need to have in order to travel. But always check with your doctor. Ask them what they think that you can potentially need. They will give you the best answer. I did ask my doctor before Costa Rica, and she gave me like a whole list of vaccines to take before the trip. I didn't end up taking them because she's like, you really don't need them, but if you want to be super prepared, take these vaccines. So ask your doctor, because it's always really great to do a physical checkup right before going to any, traveling outside of the country. But ask your doctor will be the best person to tell you what vaccines that you need specifically for that area. They also have research that they keep up to date with vaccines and traveling. So guys, please join me in Egypt. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Any more questions, my beautiful ladies? And then we're gonna wrap it up, because I have to make some snacks for my boys and pack whatever I'm gonna be taking to the hotel. We're gonna be staying at a hotel again, like I said at the beginning of this live. Ooh, oh, okay, so we got a new question. What's your new go-to favorite supplement, right? Or vitamin? I actually have it with me. So let me see. Where is it? Oh, here it is. 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 All right, I'm back. Okay, so this is called GABA. Now, I first heard about GABA when I went to Costa Rica, and I was so nervous because this is the first time that I was, not the first time, but it was a really large group of women. I think there were like 20 women, and I was leading a meditation and cacao ceremony, and I was so nervous. And so my dear friend Anna, she's like, Dulce, here. She slipped one of these into my hand. She's like, take it right now. And so this is a supplement that calms you dramatically. Like it just calms your nerves. And so I took GABA for the first time, and I just felt so calm. Yes, add it to cart. I felt so calm during the presentation of this women's circle in front of a large group of women. And I felt confident, but most importantly, calm. I wasn't like anxious or jittery or like stuttering or anything like that, which I feel like I would have had I not taken this because I was so like nervous. And this just made me feel like I was floating on a cloud. And I was just like, whoa, I feel so calm. And I didn't want to smoke anything. Like I took my weed pen, but I didn't want to smoke anything because I didn't want to be like, I just didn't want to have anything. I just wanted to be pure. And so I took this GABA supplement that she recommended. And this is not the one that she recommended, but this is the one that I bought. And it's a supplement that is just really incredible. It's an amino acid and a key inhibitor of neurotransmitters that help support a calm mind as well as muscle relaxation. So check it out. So I really love that one. And then this is also another multivitamin for my hair by Mary Ruth. It's a liquid morning multivitamin for hair growth because I'm growing out my hair. I'm gonna grow it. This is the goal, all the way down here. First, it was gonna be here. I have taken ashwagandha, incredible. I love it too. So I'm gonna grow my hair really long, guys. So liquid vitamins are so important. Oh, I know Pitar. I know you take this brand because you've recommended some other products from this. It's really good. So our hair is the last to get any nutrients, right? So when we get nutrients from the food that we eat from the sun, our organs take up all the minerals, all the vitamins and everything, and our hair is the last thing to gather any nutrients. So it's really important to get specific vitamins that are going to go to your hair, and also apply it topically because our hair is alive and our hair is also absorbing anything that we put onto it, and it also responds. So hair multivitamins are really important. Yes, I'm gonna do the Draw My Life video reaction. I'm planning on filming it this week, guys, so you can get it on Friday. So I think a really good balance is gonna be like one video a week with like a live. A day in my life vlogs. I was also thinking about that. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you for being here and for commenting and just being like really engaged with the community. You guys are awesome. I have not gone to Chicago lately, even though I have a really amazing community in Chicago, but I haven't gone. And I want to go to Chicago to see my grandparents. How's the new place coming along? What are the plans for your remodel for your home? So right now we are doing the floor. We are working on the kitchen and painting all the doors. So that's kind of like where we're at right now. I'm so happy. But anyways, ladies, and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We are at the 60-minute mark. Again, if you guys want to follow me to Egypt, if you want to travel to Egypt with me, you guys can go and check out my Instagram page. I have a link there and you can sign up, reserve your spot October 2026. 7 days in Egypt, and it's going to be incredible because Egypt holds a very spiritual and beautiful energy in itself. And with all the new research that they have done with Egypt, like the new discoveries that they found under the pyramids, it's been on my bucket list to visit places like that with so much history. And thank you for following me on TikTok. Thank you guys. Let me know what you thought about this live. Did you guys enjoy it? Was it boring? Was it not? Either way, I'm still gonna do it. And I'm still gonna show up. So with that being said, have a blessed and beautiful day, my beautiful community. And I will catch you guys on our next live. Yay, thank you, Joanna. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day.